So we're here with KOTA The Friend. So I know we did a previous interview with the Encore Radio Show where you talked about how you quit hip hop at one point, thank God you came back, and you are worth videographer. I mean, you still are. But I don't know if in that interview I asked you, what about that moment in your life when you were working to get some bread in your pocket? What did that kind of hustle teach you about yourself and your work ethic?
It really taught me like just who I am as a person, you know what I'm saying, what I'm capable of, you know what I mean? It's like that I'm more than just, a rapper or, anything in particular. Like I'm a person with skills and, abilities that you can take wherever you go as far as like whether I want to do video, whether I want to be a painter, whether I want to be a lawyer, doctor, whatever. It's like the world is so much more vast than just, a career, you know what I'm saying? You're not stuck. It told me that I wasn't stuck somewhere, where like just because everybody was rooting for me to be, an artist, a musician, it's because that's what they know me to be. It's like I didn't have to be it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could be something else if I wanted to. So it really gave me the freedom and the knowledge just to know that I'm more than, what people want me to be or what, and I don't have to fool myself into doing something that I don't want to do at the moment.
Mm-hmm. So hip hop as a genre is maybe like 20, 25 years old, maybe a little bit older. But we've already gone through phases in hip hop. Now that we're kind of going more into the 2000s, where do you think hip hop is heading sonically in terms of how hip hop is impacting the culture? Where do you think hip hop is going now?
I think hip hop is just, you never know what's gonna be the next hottest thing. You know what I mean? And like I feel like at this point, artists are starting to just get on their own waves, kind of. If they're not following a wave that's already, going, they're more like just, trying to find their own sound and just like create something. And I hear that in different artists. Like nobody's, like the 90s thing is cool. It's like, I feel like either people are going with the 90s sound, you know what I'm saying? Full throttle, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna steal this whole 90s sound and I'm just gonna be 90s, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be my thing. And then there's people that are like, fuck it, I'm just go with this new sound and ride this trap wave, you know what I'm saying? And there's people that are somewhere in the middle that are like, all right, I'm influenced by this new stuff and I'm influenced by this old stuff, but I want to create something different, you know what I'm saying? It's like kind of on that, outcast kind of shit where it's like, we're going to do something that's us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like there's always going to be those three, like, things. People that want to gravitate towards the old, people that want to go with the new, and people that just want to kind of branch out. So like, it's like, I feel like those are three things that are just always gonna exist in the hip hop world, and like people are gonna like what they like,
So do you feel that we'll always fetishize the 90s?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's something that's never gonna stop.
Okay.
Because it's just like the 90s was the era, it was the Nas era, the Jay-Z era, So it's like the Biggies, the Pops, like. People are always gonna want to go back, and they're always gonna look at those guys like, yo, this is what hip hop is, and this is all that it is. You know what I mean? So there's always gonna be those people that just like the '90s, and so it will never go out of style.
So earlier this month, Double XL did an interview with you. So congratulations on that. While you've been influenced by a lot of rock, soul, funk, and other things like that, you do have a very unique sound, especially considering how young you are in terms of even making music. I guess then I want to ask, in your experience, how does an artist produce a voice or a sound that is uniquely them? What advice, I guess, would you give to emerging artists?
I say, like, you can't focus too much on what other people sound like, you know what I mean? Like, as you might hear something and be like, oh, this is great, but you can't do something just because, you can't just do something like that, It's like, you have to think, what do I like, you know what I'm saying? What do I like out of this and what do I like out of that? And I feel like you have to know yourself, you know what I'm saying, as a person. Like, knowledge of self, I think, is the most important thing, period. It's the first thing that, you have to understand in order to, like, propel yourself into, whatever career you want to be in. It's knowledge of self, and you have to know what you like. So, you're never deterred by, like, you never, swayed this way or that way by somebody else's opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, really, just know yourself, and that's pretty much what gave me my sound, is that I know what I like and I know who I am.
Yeah. Speaking of your sound, I'm just so impressed by how like fucking good your music is.
Thank you.
But also just how you have such a sharp eye for music though. Like I don't know, it's just something I guess you just have. Like, would you say that it's something you just have naturally? You just know what to look for that makes a bomb ass track, or is this something that can be taught? What do you think about that?
I don't think it's. I think that some things can be taught as far as music is concerned, like notes and things, but that's something that I think I just always had. Like it's I was always musically inclined. I was always like quick to, but I think it's not just music. I think it's just like with things. My mother always said like I had this focus that was just like I had unbelievable focus. Like I was very like I knew what I wanted all the time. So it was just like I know that this is how I want it to be, and this is how I want it, and this is not gonna. It's like video games and stuff.
Yeah.
I had to get the game ready. Like I had to beat the game in the day. Like the day I got the game, I had to beat it.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those
oh,
people. So it's just like I know what I want, and it's like I don't move until it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Has there ever been a video game that you couldn't beat in a day?
007.
Okay.
Took me a few days. GoldenEye on like Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
But like yeah, so it's just like I think it's something that's always been in me, just to like but just musically I've just always had the ear. It's like I started playing the trumpet when I was in like 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like that kind of like that was the first time people actually knew that he's actually talented. He's a musician. He's like he needs to be in music.
Yeah.
And so my mother started pushing me into music, and then that just kind of like I got my ear trained more and more and more. And I took everything like I knew, and I just kind of just understood. You know what I'm saying? So I just understood. I just understand what sounds good to me, and that's what I put down.
Yeah. So I often hear people try to say that musicians and rappers are interchangeable. Do you agree with that?
What do you mean by that?
Because I've heard some people like you say that a rapper is also a musician, which is to say they make music. But then I hear sometimes people say that you have to know how to play an instrument to be considered a musician.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Because there's okay rappers. Don't get me wrong. There's okay rappers that I wouldn't call musicians. You know what I'm saying? That they're good. They're okay, but they're not musicians. I feel like Biggie was a musician. You know what I'm saying? Just because when you hear what he's doing with like the flow and everything, like it's like he's utilizing everything in the beat, and he's creating something that like not everybody can do. And when you hear rappers that rap fast and like you know what I'm saying, and they're all in the pocket, they're like a drum. That's like a drum. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're using their voices to create actual music, unlike people that is just it sounds like they're talking on the track, and you know what I'm saying, and or not making any sense. It's like so I feel like there are rappers that are musicians. Don't get that twisted.
Okay, sure. So going back to not going back to now, talking about your short film, The Legend of Dindy. What sparked the idea for it?
Well, those songs. That project was actually like the first thing I did when I came back to music. So it was just like those songs were some of the first songs I made, and it was just I wanted to make music, and that was it comes from a true place where it's just like it was a full story. There's more to the story than just those parts, but it's like pretty much reliving a time in my life, like high school times, and the first love kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, and then it's a coming of age story. You know what I'm saying? Where like somebody goes through something and he learns from it. So it was pretty much like I wanted to incorporate my old soulful sound with new hip hop and the new flows. Like you know what I'm saying? Like in Dindy, it was like that new flow, like
like that first love kind of thing.
Exactly. So I just wanted to incorporate the old with the new and like create something new, and the visual was just showing it.
Now, towards the end of the short film, dude comes with flowers to the girl. She and like new dude are like standing there. I was like, oh shit. So she says to him, "What are you doing here?" This I don't know if you'd be giving it away by answering the question, but I don't think in the short film I caught the disconnect because he had in his head like, I'm gonna go meet my girl, give her these flowers. She had in her head like, oh shit, why is he here? This is mad embarrassing for him.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to where he thought one thing, but she was already on a different page already?
He was just coming to surprise her. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he knew that she was home. He didn't tell her. You know, so he was just coming with the flowers, like, you know.
Oh no.
And boom. Heartbroken. That's it.
Now I believe that moment is the only time where actual words are said between characters.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose to do it that way instead of maybe having more dialogue throughout?
For some reason I just felt that it was necessary right there. Like when she realized because that's like when the rubber band pops, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he sees her and him and the guy that she's like messing around with, and she sees him, it's just like that's the most tension, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like I figured I just add like a little, you know, subtitle right there. It's like she's trying to figure it out, and it's just like, you know, they start going through it. That's it.
I just had like a moment when like I don't know what she had at night. I'm like, no, you can't be serious right now. How you gonna break this man's heart and then stab him? And then like just the way that was done though, I like how it was the way you edited the very short clips. When you know that the knife is metaphorical, even when it goes in, I just want to say like the way that was edited was just very well done.
Thank you.
So now you have a forthcoming project, is that correct?
Yeah.
Talk to me about it. And if you want to like drop any like dates, that would be dope as well.
Yeah. I don't have any dates for it right now. All I know is that it's June. It's coming in June.
Okay.
As far as the project, it's just like a mashup of just a few different things, like different sounds and new sounds and old sounds, and just like it sounds like I'm liking how it's coming out, and it sounds really soulful, really me.
Okay.
And some of it is like really, you know, new age and new flows, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of the things that people are doing nowadays with like their flows and switching it up. It's dope. So it's just like I figured I'd just incorporate some of that. I mean, there's some dope features on it. You know what I'm saying? I got Blue on the project. Yeah, got some singers from out here. Like, just hype about it.
Got Blue on it. So then, with this new project, what are you trying to, I guess, maybe accomplish might not be the right word, but when the project is done, what do you hope your fan base will get out of it? Or what do you hope you as yourself, that you feel like you have to accomplish for this album to be complete? Like, I did everything I needed to, it's done now, I'm satisfied. What has to happen on your end?
I just want to tour. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Yeah.
like show people like what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I want to get the message across, and like I want people to reach out, and I want to reach out and touch people. You know what I'm saying? Touch people's lives. Like some music has touched mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I have heroes, and a lot of my heroes let me down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
That's
like,
real.
yeah, it's mad real. You know? So it's just like I want to be that one that doesn't let my people down. You know what I'm saying? And I really like I want to hold myself to that, and I just want to make music that people feel, and that people have hit me up and told me, yo, you're making music that like it's my life. You know what I'm saying?
Real aspects.
Yeah, I try to be mad honest with my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like authenticity is my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like if it's not authentic, then what's the point? You know? So it's just like I try to keep it stacked in every song, every performance. I let people know that like this is really my life, and I'm being mad vulnerable right now. Like, you know, take it how it is, and like I just want people to listen to it and feel like they're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Because being lonely is like it's a horrible thing. You know?
Yeah. So the tracks that you have on SoundCloud right now, are any of those kind of an indication for what fans should be expecting from this project?
Nah. You never. Honestly, my music it can be anything.
Okay.
From Monday to Tuesday, it could change. You know what I'm saying? Like from Monday to from 9 a.m. to freaking 3 p.m. It could change. You know what I'm saying? I could be making two completely different types of tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say it's really an indication. I've just been making music, you know what I'm saying? Every week, you know what I'm saying? Dropping a song every week, and I've been sticking to that, and I'm gonna stick to it until my project drops. Like, and sometimes I'll drop 3 songs a week, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Like, I just want people to know that, like, you know, like, I deserve my spot when I get it. And it's like, you know, so.
As an artist who is so personal, and who's been influenced by so many things, and who you switch it up every day, even for yourself, I wanted your opinion on Kanye.
Don't do that. Kanye's new album?
No, I haven't listened. I mean, I listened to Left of Pablo. From what I've heard, I mean, I know the Ultra Life News is at work. I haven't listened to the rest. But in terms of who Kanye is artistically now, should we, I mean, what do you think? I mean, do we still have the same Kanye, or where do you feel like Kanye's going now?
I feel like Kanye has always been Kanye, and we just saw him as something different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's always been like this, and I feel like the media is portraying him in a certain way that's making people look at him even more of, you know what I'm saying? But he's just a person, just a regular ass person with problems and with insecurities and with home drama, and you know what I'm saying? And we have to stop looking at him like he's this entity, you know what I'm saying, that's so far removed from, you know, humanity, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what people are doing with him. Because yeah, people are gonna say, College Dropout changed my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, like, the first song that I ever, like, listened to, and I was like, yo, this shit is dope, it's All Falls Down. Heard this shit in VIM, you know what I'm saying? I was in a sneaker spot, and All Falls Down came on, and I didn't know who it was, and I was like, yo, what is this? Who's making this sound right now? You know what I'm saying? And it was Kanye, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, his recent work, I haven't really been, like, you know, gravitating towards. But that's all good. It's just, like, his music is going to change, and you know, his style is going to change, and, you know, he's out here wilding on Twitter, but it's all good. He's a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do nothing about it. I'm not going to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have no opinion on him. Never met him in my life, so I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't really judge him. I just hope he's all good. I've read some things where it's like some people think he's off the wagon and, you know, he's like, you know, needs help, but I just hope he's all good because, you know what I'm saying? As an artist, being an artist is not easy, especially being Kanye is not easy.
Yeah, Kanye has, like, I mean, for some people he is the pinnacle, and that's a mighty crown to wear.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Like, the more, I mean, if you listen to a lot of his early stuff, you could kind of understand what he's going through now. You know what I'm saying? When he's like people most high up, you know what I'm saying? Don't got it together. You know? They be the most miserable. So now he's there, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to him, College Dropout, dirty pink polo days, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just wish him the best and, like, you know what I'm saying? I know he's a talented dude and he has the ear for other talent, you know what I'm saying? He puts people on. So it's just like, I feel like he has good days and his bad days and he's just working through it, like all the boys.
So then in your personal life, who's holding you down in terms of your emotional security? Because to put out a lot of, you are very vulnerable in your work, and I imagine that you have someone in your life that kind of looks out for you emotionally, at least some of the people that you go to. So who in your life does that for you when you're making music, and you might feel like, man, this is whack, or man, like, am I okay? Who does that for you in your life?
Well, I have a few friends. Like, when I say a few friends, I mean, like, I can count them on my hand. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's like, I got my best friend. His name is Marcus. You know what I'm saying? He's also very talented. He hasn't realized it yet. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but he kind of, like lifts me up. You know what I'm saying? To know that I have somebody that's, like, doesn't expect anything from me and just, like, kind of, you know, pushes me to do better. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, and he uplifts me just by, you know, being around him, just knowing that I got somebody that, like, really, like, fucks with me, you know what I'm saying? That fucks with my music and wants to see me succeed and doesn't want anything from me, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and I got my ex-girl. Yeah, she kind of, like, she's a really good friend to me, though, and she's always, like, if I give her my music, she listens to it, and you know what I'm saying? She like, she tells me, oh, this is whack, oh, this is hot, this is whack. You know what I'm saying? She's real with that, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing to have honest people in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially as an artist.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to, like, tell us? Any secrets you want to give us?
Secrets, I got too many of those. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Dream collab with 2 people.
Chance the Rapper and Marvin Gaye.
Drink of choice.
Vodka.
Favorite ice cream.
Caramel.
Favorite Netflix show.
Narcos.
First album you fell in love with.
College Dropout.
Describe your sound in 1 word.
Life.
What major body part do you think you can live without?
I guess arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite season.
Spring.
Alright. City that you rap.
City that I rep. Yup. Brooklyn, to be exact.
Okay.